Hey guys, welcome back. Happy Tuesday. Today is our 5th day of the read aloud stories and the trivia questions that I'm asking for you at the end. So as I had promised, I'm going to start things off today with drawing from our story that was our 3rd story. So it would have been the one that was read on Friday, and that was Thunder Cake. And so I'm going to go ahead and draw a person for the question on Thunder Cake. And our winner for the Thunder Cake trivia is Liberty. Congratulations, Liberty. I'll make sure that I get something out to you today in the mail. So congratulations again to Liberty for the trivia question on Thunder Cake. Now, I wanted to go over the answer for the Thunder Cake trivia question. The question that I asked was, what was the author's purpose? And so we had the options of persuade, inform, and entertain. And I was really thankful nobody answered back persuade, which Thunder Cake was definitely not trying to persuade you. Remember, we talked about persuading people is more like what you might see in like something for a political candidate, or maybe like a ad. We watched all of those television commercials for the fast food restaurants where they try to persuade you to come in. So persuasive is trying to get someone to believe something. So it was definitely not persuading of anything. Now, I had kind of a mixed bag on people telling me that it was to entertain and that it was to inform, okay? Now, remember, when the author writes specifically to inform, that would be like nonfiction text, okay? So that would be like an informational book about tigers. Its purpose would be to inform you, to teach you about tigers. So Thunder Cake was really written with the purpose of entertaining you. However, we know that it was based on some nonfiction content because it was a true story about the author's childhood. The purpose would be to entertain you. Now, there's definitely a lesson that you can learn from it, and you may have become informed by reading it, but the actual purpose that it was written is just for entertainment. Okay. Now, the message or the lesson that you could learn from it would be, to not be afraid of things like thunder, because it's just a storm and it too will pass. And so that was the purpose that the grandma had for having her collect those things and baking the cake, was to try to take her mind off of that and to teach her that we don't need to feel afraid of something like that. So that would be the message that she learned. The actual purpose would be to entertain. Okay. So just because you may learn something does not mean that it's always informing. Remember, informing text or informational text are more of those nonfiction text, the National Geographic Kids books. An encyclopedia is written with the purpose of informing you. So that would be like your nonfiction text that's really just meant to teach you something. Okay. So yesterday I read Charlie Anderson, which was the cat story. I haven't gotten a ton of answers back for that one. I had asked that you summarize that one using somebody wanted but so then. That might be kind of difficult to have your parent type all of that back to me. So you can write that down on a piece of paper and then just have them take a picture of it and send it to me. Okay. I think I have about 3 or 4 answers so far for Charlie Anderson. So if you haven't watched Charlie Anderson, please go back and watch the one from yesterday. That was probably been my favorite story so far. So today for our 5th story, I'm going to read Anansi Goes Fishing. Okay. And the author on this is Eric Kimmel. Nancy Goes Fishing. One fine afternoon, Anansi the spider was walking by the river when he saw his friend Turtle coming towards him carrying a large fish. Anansi loved to eat fish, though he was much too lazy to catch them himself. "Where did you get that fish?" he asked Turtle. "I caught it today when I went fishing," Turtle replied. "I want to learn to catch fish too," Anansi said. "Will you teach me?" "Certainly," said Turtle. "Meet me by the river tomorrow and we will go fishing together. We can do twice the work of one." But Anansi did not intend to do any work at all. "Turtle is slow and stupid," he thought to himself. "I will trick him into doing the work and then I will take the fish for myself." But Turtle was not as stupid as Anansi thought. Early the next morning, Turtle arrived. "Are you ready to get started, Anansi?" he asked. "Yes," Anansi said. "I have been waiting a long time and I want to learn to catch fish as well as you do, Turtle." "First, we make a net," said Turtle. "Net making is hard work when I do it myself. I work and I get tired, but since there are two of us, we can share the task. One of us can work while the other gets tired. I don't want to get tired, Anansi said. I don't want you to get tired, Anansi said. I'll make the net and you... I don't want to get tired, Anansi said. I'll make the net. You can get tired. All right, said Turtle, and he showed Anansi how to weave a net. Then he lay down on the riverbank. This is hard work, Anansi said. I know, said Turtle, yawning. I'm getting very tired. Anansi worked all day weaving the net. The harder he worked, the more tired Turtle grew. Turtle yawned and stretched, and finally he went to sleep. After many hours, the net was done. Wake up, Turtle, Anansi said. The net is finished. Turtle rubbed his eyes. The net is strong and light. You are a fine net maker, Anansi. I know you worked hard because I'm very tired. I am so tired I'll have to go home and sleep. Meet you tomorrow. We'll catch the fish then. Why might a spider be good at weaving a net? The next morning, Turtle met Anansi by the river again. Today, we are going to set the net in the river, Turtle said. That is hard work. Yesterday, you worked while I got tired, so today I'll work while you get tired. No, said Anansi. I'd rather work than get tired. All right, said Turtle. So while Anansi worked hard all day, setting the net in the river, Turtle lay on the riverbank, getting so tired that he finally fell asleep. Wake up, Turtle, Anansi said hours later. The net is set and I'm ready to start catching the fish. Turtle yawned. I'm too tired for any more today, Anansi. Meet me here tomorrow morning and we'll catch the fish. Turtle met Anansi on the riverbank the next morning. I can hardly wait to catch fish, Anansi said. That's good, Turtle replied. Catching fish is hard work, and you worked really hard these past 2 days. Anansi, I think I should work today and let you get tired. Oh no, said Anansi. I want to catch fish. I don't want to get tired. All right, said Turtle, whatever you wish. Anansi worked hard all day pulling the net out of the river while Turtle lay back getting very, very tired. How pleased Anansi was to find a large fish caught in the net. What do we do now? He asked Turtle. Turtle yawned. Now we cook the fish. Cooking is hard work. I think I should cook while you get tired. No, cried Anansi. He did not want to share any bit of the fish. I will cook, you get tired. While Turtle watched, Anansi built a fire and cooked the fish from head to tail. That fish smells delicious, Turtle said. You are a good cook, Anansi. And you worked hard, I know, because I am very, very tired. Now it is time to eat the fish. When I eat by myself, I eat and get full. Since there's two of us, we should share the task. One of us should eat while the other gets full. Which do you want to do? Well, I want to get full, Anansi said, thinking only of his stomach. Then I will eat, Turtle began to eat, while Anansi lay back and waited for his stomach to get full. Are you full yet, Turtle asked Anansi. Not yet. Keep eating. Turtle ate some more. Are you full yet? No. Keep eating. Turtle ate some more. Are you full yet? Not at all, Anansi said. I'm as empty as when you started. And you can see that the fish is becoming less and less and more of the bones are showing. That's too bad, Turtle told him, because I'm full and all the fish is gone. What? Anansi cried. It was true. Turtle had eaten the whole fish. You cheated me, Anansi yelled when he realized what had happened. I did not, Turtle replied. You did. You made me do all the work and then you ate the fish yourself. You won't get away with this. I am going to the justice tree. Anansi ran to the justice tree. Warthog sat beneath its branches. Warthog was a fair and honest judge. All the animals brought their quarrels to him. What do you want, Anansi? Warthog asked. I want justice, Anansi said. Turtle cheated me. We went fishing together. He tricked me into doing all the work, and then he ate the fish himself. Turtle deserves to be punished. Warthog knew just how lazy Anansi was, and he couldn't imagine him working hard at anything. Did you really do all the work, he asked? Anansi replied, yes. Well, what did you do? I wove the net, I set the river, I caught the fish, and I cooked the fish. That's a lot of work. You must have gotten very tired. No, said Anansi, I didn't get tired at all. See, Turtle got tired, not me. Warthog frowned. Turtle got tired. Well, what did he do? Nothing. If he did nothing, why did he get tired, Anansi? I don't believe you. No one gets tired by doing nothing. If Turtle got tired, then he must have done all the work. You are not telling the truth. Go home now and stop making trouble. Warthog had spoken. There was nothing more to be said. Anansi went home in disgrace, and it was a long time before he spoke to Turtle again. But some good came out of it. See, Anansi learned how to weave nets and how to use them to catch food. He taught his friend how to do it, and they taught their friends, and soon spiders all over the world were weaving. To this day, wherever you find spiders, you will find their nets. They are called spider webs. Okay. Kind of an interesting story. So basically, Turtle tricked Anansi by making him think that the way to get tired was by watching the other person work, which we know is not true. So I want you to tell me, what kind of story do you think this is, if it's teaching a lesson? This was something that we had talked a little bit about, and we talked about a genre of writing that is meant just to teach like a lesson to people, and it's told through a story that is obviously fictional. For example, I think many times we use the example in class of the story of the boy who cried wolf, meaning that if you tattle all the time, eventually someone might not believe you when you really do need help. So do you think that this story, Anansi Goes Fishing, kind of is a story that tries to tell us why spiders weave webs? Would this be a fable, a historical fiction, or a fantasy? Okay, so think about that. A fable, a historical fiction, or fantasy? Okay, so remember, historical fiction means that it's made up, but it's based on true events in history. Fantasy would be something that has make-believe characters and animals. It might have a unicorn or a troll or something like that. And then a fable is a story that people would pass down from generation to generation to try to explain something to children or to other people. So think about that. Is Anansi Goes Fishing, is it a fable, a fantasy, or a historical fiction? Okay, and you can just respond your answer to me through message on Dojo, or write it down and take a picture, or a video. Anyway, I tried to make the question a little bit short today since the one yesterday required quite a bit of writing to summarize. Okay, all right, I look forward to hearing back from you. Bye-bye.